I'm about to remove the last bolt holding the oil pump drive gear on. So pull this off and then just wiggle this assembly. Take it off. There's a gasket behind there as well. And a dowel pin. And everything came off in one piece. May or may not reuse it. It is. Not entirely sure honestly what this gasket's made out of. Sorry to not know. I'm going to put the bolts with it and I will bag it. And there is what is remaining when you take the oil pump drive shaft off. Starting to question the manual, they want me to remove the detent arm and these retaining plates here. Behind these plates are the shafts that hold the shift forks in line. There's two shafts and there's two shift forks on one shaft, one shift fork on the other shaft. It's all below the case split line though, and I wonder if it wouldn't be easier to leave this assembled so things aren't falling out when I'm starting to flip it around until I'm ready to actually split the cases. This is the seam here in the middle. Case splits there. Nothing should fall out once these are out, but it just might be a hassle of things being loose around there, and I don't see why it would hurt. Maybe I'm wrong and I'll find out later on. So right now I think I'm done from in there. What is left is I gotta flip it and take off the oil pan, and then I can take off the oil pickup tube at the same time, and I will start cracking loose case bolts. I believe would be the next step. And there's a couple underneath inside the oil pan area, and then the two hidden ones. So that's what makes this more troublesome than it could be, because the rest of the bolts are pretty easily accessible. You got to do it in the order they do it. And I think my ultimate plan will be to get everything loosened, and then I'm going to take the ones at the bottom in the oil pan area out all the way first, and then reposition it sitting back this way again, and then get the rest of the bolts there, because I want to take the top half off and leave everything else sitting in the bottom. Some people might want to do it the other way. Maybe I'll end up changing my mind, have put the halves together and flip it. But I think it might be a little easier orientation for me to deal with it that way. This is one of the transmission shafts. Bearings here, and it's turning the cog on this one here. So hopefully this would just separate and this would rest here, and that should be the plan, because then I can work on the upper case half, separate it all by itself, try and repair that crack in the case there. And we'll see what I can do with that. Hopefully that'll work out. I'm flirting with the idea of maybe trying to buy a used case. Kind of hard to come by, plus shipping sucks, and I'm hopeful. I had the JB weld in there for years, and that was working fine. I could always redo that too, do it better. Now I got more accessibility. The thing I'm thinking of using is, like I say, HTS 2000. It's an aluminum brazing rod. I've had some luck with it with other projects, but that's a large area to fill. We'll see how it goes. Now I'm going to go inside and eat something because I'm very hungry, and then I'm going to clean up my table and organize my parts and go from there, because I'll be splitting the case and I'm going to want all the room I got here, and just keep things more tidy. Maybe change out the plastic, see how it goes, and do my best to keep everything clean and together and organized. Change of plans. There's a few more things I got to take off beforehand I forgot about. So I'm going to spin it around and take off the water pump and the output shaft seal.